She is a YouTube sensation who will star in HBO's upcoming series, Insecure. And she's on the cover of the new Essence magazine. It's the awkward black girl herself, Issa Rae. Welcome.
All right, he's the co-founding member of the Upright Citizens Brigade, who is currently killing it as bumbling press secretary Mike McClintock on HBO's Veep. Give it up for Matt Walsh.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Now, there were a lot of compelling stories that the HuffPost readers were looking at this week, but none more so than a middle-aged white woman purchasing a chicken burrito at Chipotle. Yep. As usual, the press focused on the most important issues. Meanwhile, on the GOP side, candidates like Rand Paul and Marco Rubio focused not on each other, but almost exclusively on Hillary. It was like a case of premature evisceration.
What path will America take? Will it be a path to the past? A road to yesterday? To a place we've been to before? Hillary Clinton represents the worst of the Washington machine.
Now, just yesterday, a leader from yesterday began a campaign for president by promising to take us back to yesterday.
See, I think what he forgets, though, is that yesterday the economy was incredibly high. There was no wars, and the worst thing was a blowjob. I mean, you know, it seems like maybe those were better days to be looking at. Now, Matt, as a professional.
I understand what blowjob means. Is that what your question is?
Yeah.
You didn't lose me. That's a political term, right?
It is. It's a very specific political term.
That's how coups happen, I think. When a coup d'etat happens, there's usually a blowjob involved.
Nice.
Yeah.
Almost always.
I did not know that. You learned something new. This is why you're professional. But as a press secretary, or at least playing one on television, how would you rate this first week for Hillary? Thumbs up, thumbs down? Where's the thumb go?
I don't really care about any of it, to be honest.
Yes, thank you.
I don't.
Thank you.
I don't care about any of it. I guess, like, the challenge for Hillary, because I think she's an awesome candidate. I might be partial lefty. But the challenge for her people and her team and her spin doctors is going to make her more likable because she's polarizing, and some people call her a bitch because she's a powerful woman, unfairly, obviously. So I think they're going to try to soften her, and they're going to try to work the grandmother angle. And I think, who cares about Chipotle or anything? I think truly, here's my crazy theory about Hillary. They should get Chelsea to have a second baby, okay? Oh. Because a woman with one grandchild is a grandma, but a woman with two grandkids is a real grandma. And you get her out in front with those two babies, she'll win.
Really?
I'm kidding you. I'm not kidding you.
You were nodding when he said that you didn't care.
Yo, I absolutely do not care. She got a chicken burrito. I get a chicken burrito all the time. And
you're very presidential.
I'm very presidential, clearly. But it's just like, I feel like we're making a mountain out of a molehill. And that's what, like, politics have become the new TMZ. And journalists have been following that model to capture every single moment and to make a story out of every single moment and try to deconstruct every single moment. And that just does not matter. She was just hungry. We're all hungry.
But who's taking the picture?
Well, that's why.
Wasn't it a security camera?
That's a surveillance camera.
I don't know about that.
The crazy thing is, she walked in there and no one recognized her. She went to Iowa to campaign and didn't speak to anybody, and none of the.
She's on a listening tour. That's why.
A listening tour.
Yeah.
And no one in Chipotle knew who she was.
Which is understandable because she was just. Nobody's looking like is Hillary Clinton about to be ordering a burrito. Nobody cares.
Well, I'll tell you who was looking, the Republicans, and it wasn't just Marco Rubio and Ted Cruz and all them and Rand Paul. It was other Republicans who weren't even running for office attacking Hillary already. I want to show you guys a clip of one person in particular. Check this out.
I have to tell you, 8 years of one demographically symbolic president is enough.
What does that mean? Demographically symbolic.
I mean, that's the most condensed form of racism I've ever seen. That was like 6 seconds.
That was amazing.
Racism and sexism.
Yes.
Yeah. So is that what we're going to be hearing now for the next
Apparently, that's what Hillary's campaign, that's what Hillary's presidency will be reduced to, is just her gender role ultimately. And I think that's how Republicans see her. And that's the issue in the first place.
But isn't that a strength? I mean, why would you pick at that as a weakness?
They don't see it as a strength at all. I mean, I think that's the problem. They're using that to scare people. We had a black president that we all thought was terrible, apparently, according to the Republican Party, and now we're going to have a female president that you guys are going to hate as well. Let's not take risks. Let's stick with the white man.
It's not a bad strategy.
He fits the suit. He fits the suit.
Right.
That's true.
You know, get someone the same size as Obama. So it's not about race. It's just someone who fits the suit. So we can pass down the presidential suit.
So just not the pantsuit.
Yeah, just like in showbiz. You're the right size. Get out there, kid.
Right.
All right. So
That's how I got the gig. Yeah. 38 regular, baby. That was it.
Your predecessor's initials are still on your coat.
So safe to say Chris Christie won't be president then.
Well,
No,
I'm sorry.
he doesn't fit the suit.
I couldn't resist. I couldn't resist.
Now you're
All right.
fat-shaming.
But no, you're right.
You're fat-shaming now.
I don't mean to fat shame. There's plenty of reasons not to like Chris Christie other than being fat.
You fat shaming son of a bitch.
but here's the thing
But
about
if you weigh 400 pounds, maybe you should have some shame. But they're coming after Hillary, right? And some people are actually congratulating Hillary. They're saying, she didn't get a lap band like Chris Christie, or she didn't get plastic surgery like other people. There was an editorial where they actually said, congratulations, Hillary Clinton, for not getting plastic surgery.
The no Botox
and
run
no
for the White
Botox.
House.
I mean, why are we even talking about? Is this a gender thing? Would we be talking about this if it were a man?
No, I think there is a genetic predisposition in the species that I think we judge women by their youth. I think there's a prejudice against, as you age out quicker as a woman in our society. I think that's a fact, as opposed to a man. Men are allowed to do things or sire a kid. Obviously, you can sire a kid when you're 70. Tony Randall did. He loved women his whole life. Yeah. You know Tony.
Yes.
He's a real pea hound.
Yeah, F you. Felix Unger.
Yes, right.
Yeah. Now, but it's interesting that other than Mark's comments about Chris Christie, we tend not to say that Ted Cruz is kind of a weird-looking guy, but people feel that it's okay. For instance, look at this guy. This guy said that Hillary was too hideous to be president. Now, if you look like that, should you be talking about looks? But only a guy would think that he has the right to do that.
Nobody cares. I think I'm just more horrified by the fact that there is an expectation. Like, people were betting on the fact that Hillary would need and would get plastic surgery. And the fact that she didn't, we're celebrating that. And I think that that's a travesty at the end of the day. I applaud her for just being old as fuck and being out there, because I want to be old as fuck and not have to alter my face or body in any way, shape, or form.
But I gotta say, there's not a wrinkle. It's
Is there
fabulous.
not? Thank you.
You
That's
are
the
looking
makeup.
pretty
That's
fabulous.
fake.
Yeah, really.
Thank you.
But now, here's the thing. Don't we want our presidents to be experienced? Isn't that the point? It's not about youthfulness.
Absolutely.
It's not about
Right.
dewiness. It's
But isn't there
about
a line
it's about
between
gravitas, no?
I mean, isn't the election about those swing voters? Like, obviously, she's going to lock up the left. Like, she's going to raise money. She'll raise bananas money, right? She'll be able to have a war chest, I believe. The Clintons are wired into that world. And she obviously has, like, the women vote, I would think. She's strong in the women vote, I would think. So they have to get those people in the middle. So they're going to try to cross her over however they can. And then the Republicans are going to try to marginalize. They're going to solidify their base with their conservative, like, basically racist or sexist hidden messages. So it's where that middle, it's like, how do you win that middle is what, and I don't have the strategy. Like, as a fake publicist in D.C., I don't have the answer. But I do think things like, if Chelsea had 2 kids, I swear to God, she would win the election.
That's his strategy.
I'm not kidding you.
Impregnate Chelsea Clinton is his campaign strategy.
I'm not kidding you. Then you make that the story. And then you talk about, oh, she's excited about her second grandkid, and that wins the moms in the Midwest over who think she's a bitch. She's like, she's not a bitch. She's excited about her second grandchild.
Really?
I'm not kidding.
But then the Republicans are just going to say she's too big.
And I believe in
big.
aliens.
Right. All right, let's move on to another conversation, because the interweb was buzzing over the last couple of days because of something that, of all people, Clorox did. The social media world went nuts because Clorox was responding to Apple, which released ethnically diverse emojis, right? And so in response, Clorox put out this tweet. Now, in all fairness, it wasn't just ethnically diverse emojis. There was a whole bunch of emojis here. I mean, there were like toilets and like umbrellas and all, shower heads, all kinds of stuff. And Clorox said, new emojis are all right, but where's the bleach? Now, again, most people understood that the emojis were ethnically diverse emojis. People thought there were like 4 or 5 black and brown emojis coming out, and they thought that Clorox was saying, these emojis are cool, but where's the bleach? So people got frustrated, and tweets like this show up. Really, Clorox? A bleach reference when they introduce emojis of color? Another person. That Clorox bleach tweet was obviously pretty racist. It's funny how people mostly white are saying we blowing it out of proportion. I really wish we get a black tweet with punctuation. But that's a fucking racial microaggression right there. But give her like 5,000 thousand
on,
black
black
tweets.
people.
One of them had period and a semicolon in that motherfucker, right? But anyway, Keith Robinson.
He's critical, Keith.
Yeah. Keith Robinson responds, taking the other side, and says, this Clorox bleach tweet scandal is just another case of the hypersensitive culture that is destroying America. So the question is, what do we make of this? What's the lesson to be learned from this?
Do you think we are hypersensitive?
In some cases, yes, but this is another instance of like a brand trying to be funny on Twitter and failing. Like it feels like brands keep trying to test out
That's
their
an
jokes.
intern at Clorox who
They're
got let go.
apologizing every single week, and it's just dumb. Like nobody's seeing that tweet. Like I'm gonna go buy some bleach now. I'm gonna go. Like I'm gonna go to the store.
So it's not the racism. It's just the lack of funny. I mean, right?
Yeah, and it's like
a little bit of both.
A little bit of both?
Yeah.
I mean, first of all,
you found that racist?
You are a cleaning supply company. You don't want to offend black and brown people. I mean, that just, I mean, like, of all the people to offend, you know what I mean?
No, but were you offended by that?
I was offended by their lack of awareness. When I see a tweet like that, I say, oh, yeah, they ain't got no black people in the office.
Right.
There's no black people in the office.
Yeah. So that's it's a matter of corporate diversity for you.
Yeah, and being tone deaf. I mean, most people who heard about the new emojis didn't hear about the umbrella emoji or the wrench emoji. They heard about the black people were happy that there was a black emoji. I got tired of sending a smiley face that looked like you. So when the emojis came out,
My smiley face is yellow.
I'm a happy guy.
I repeat,
I'm a happy guy.
Right. So we were happy. We were like, oh, black Twitter was like, yo, we got black emojis, and then Clorox was like, hey, where's the bleach?
But Matt, when you look at that, do you think that was racist?
Don't care. Again, don't care.
Matt never care anything.
I know that's such an easy
don't
position.
care.
I'm a
The
terrible
danger
guy.
is
White people say for 500, Alex.
No, if your Sherlock Holmes take on that is right, then that's bad. If that's they're tone deaf as a result of not having any diversity in the office, then that's a fair point. I agree with you. But it is someone. It's like I said, like an intern at Clorox who has no sense of humor.
Right.
And it's all theater to me. Like I care in the sense that it is entertaining, but like. I don't think those people arguing those points are someone I'm going to read an op-ed piece by.
I think it's also the fact that brands don't necessarily have the greatest track record when it comes to sensitivity. The Frito Bandito, Aunt Jemima, Uncle Ben,
Yeah.
the cream of wheat guy. What was his name?
I don't remember the
Rustus or something like that?
I don't know. I don't think they were tone deaf, though. I think they just were racist.
They were just flat out racist.
Yes. Like Uncle Ben worked for somebody in that company.
Yeah.
Now, speaking of this conversation about diversity, you're on the cover of Essence with Shonda Rhimes. And Shonda said, she is tired of getting these questions about diversity because this is not the Jim Crow South. This is just normal now. Do you feel kind of tired of this dialogue, or?
I mean, I do feel tired of it.
But it is awkward, black girl.
But that's it. I just wanted to throw that out there because I think that if you go past that title and you say, okay, she's black, and you're still reading it, then you're a regular, progressive, normal person. So I'm throwing it out there. I'm black, guys, just in case you didn't know. But I mean, she's absolutely right that this is normal. That's a normal part of American society. So it makes sense that diversity should be represented on television. But I do get tired of being asked to constantly speak about the black experience. Like if I'm writing an article, it's like, hey, we love your writing. We just want you to talk about being black and why you're mad about it. And that's the frustrating. I'm like, what if I'm not mad today? I'm actually just fine, you know?
Then you can't write anything.
Sure, I
Nothing
can't
to write.
I mean, we don't need anything from you.
We can't have that. Sorry.
Yes.
Next month, call us when you're pissed.
Yeah, please.
You just surf Clorox.com like you always do. That's right. It's such a great website just for everything.
Fantastic.
News, weather, sports. It's really good.
The glare from it is a little.
Yeah, it's a little bright. It's a little
bright. Yeah. Not yellow, It was Clorox. Anyway, finally, we'd be remiss if we failed to talk about the fact that Veep has been renewed for a 5th season.
Yes.
But without guiding light Armando Iannucci at the helm.
That's correct.
What the hell
This is like a
happened?
break. Armando has done 11 years of political satire, and I think he's a little burnt out.
Oh, man.
So I think it spoke about it in season 3 and then in season 4. His family's in England, so he was just tired. He didn't want to come overseas, and managing a show and producing a show and head writing a show is exhausting. So I think he wanted a little time to himself. But we've installed a great guy, Dave Mandel, who has great pedigree, Seinfeld and Curb, and The whole cast is the same, and I think the voices of the characters are pretty strong. So knock on wood, it'll still be really good.
You're a great press secretary. That was like a press secretary.
The press secretary.
Oh, did I do good?
Yeah, the shit's not going to fall apart.
You found something I cared about.
Finally, yourself.
My little narrow worldview.
Now, so you both got projects at HBO.
When are we going to see yours?
Mine is currently in pre-production. We're still trying to hire a director, so.
Ooh.
Really?
Yes, that's it. But yeah, we're
thing,
supposed to
though.
be shooting this summer.
But here's the question. It's called Insecure?
Insecure.
So you're awkward, you're insecure. God, you're messed up.
I'm pretty messed up, which should make for a great show, I hope.
That makes sense.
It'll be a great show. We'll check it out.
All right, everybody, please.
Yes, please join us in thanking Issa Rae, Matt Walsh.
Thank you.
Yes. Again, Veep is on HBO Sunday nights. And make sure you check out Issa's new book, The Misadventures of Awkward Black Girl, which is out right now.
Hey, thanks for watching.
Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and click here for more videos.
And make sure to catch new episodes Friday at 9 p.m. on HuffingtonPost.com.